in the cesspool of depression and sadness and Ava being a hoe, we have a little hope. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, to the monster. Episode 9, actually. What happened in episode 8? Good question. Ava was a goddamn hoe. Was being a goddamn hoe, okay? She is such a hoe. Goddamn hoe. Stop being so Ava. Basically, the police had found Tenma's tie at the scene of the crime, or at the scene of a crime, one of the murders, and tried to bring him in, but he quit his job and left. It seems like he's still wanted. We also had a 5-month time skip. At the end of last episode, we saw that he's still wanted. Like, almost seems like either he's being blamed for all the murders now, or someone's going around framing him. I also talked about the possibility, the very high possibility that Tenma's gonna kill someone, at least by the end of the show. And we did see that Tenma now is packing, okay? And I'm not talking about in his pants, I'm talking about with a handgun. I'm gonna jump straight into episode 9, and we'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, we saw this little scene at the end of last episode.
I have to try and find him.
Yeah, I guess his plan is to kill him, but somehow I don't think it's gonna be that simple. Alright, give me the title of this episode. I must have the title of this episode. The Girl and the Seasoned Soldier. Why are they getting so long? Chapter 9. The Girl and the Seasoned Soldier. Is this a flashback? Because when I think Seasoned Soldier, I'm thinking of the blind old guy. And when I think girl, I think Nina. Who the fuck is this girl?
Formerly served in the French Foreign Legion. Then went freelance and fought in Nicaragua in 1979. From 1981 to 1984, assisted the guerrilla rebels in Afghanistan. Then in 1987, you played a key role in the assassination of radical Islamic leaders in a top-secret Mossad operation. It's quite an impressive resume, I must admit. Isn't it, Mr. Hugo Bernhardt? I have no doubt that a mercenary of your caliber must be quite a teacher, and I'm sure a number of distinguished men must have been under your instruction. Incidentally, was this man here a good student by any chance? I believe he showed up at your training grounds about 5 months ago. We know that he is a genius with a scalpel. What I'm wondering about is whether he has any talent with a gun.
Interesting. So he went to learn how to shoot a gun. Interesting.
I don't divulge information about my pupils to anyone, period.
Of course you don't.
Interesting. I mean, I guess that is his plan. He's gonna go and try to find Johan and kill him. I mean, is that what I would do? You know, like, is that the best course of action? Maybe it would be better to just work with the police. Then again, if you know that there are corrupt policemen, then yeah, true. I guess you can't. Ah, well. Too soon. Too soon. You see this? What do you think? Especially recently. Baldur's Gate 3, Dark Urge. If you know, you know. I played Dark Urge for my first playthrough. And the first time I talked to an animal was a squirrel. Yeah. 5 months ago. Okay.
So, have you ever trained with a gun before?
No.
I guess that means that you're self-taught then.
Actually, I've never shot a gun before.
Huh? What? You mean not even once?
Right. I know I'm asking for the impossible. That said, you're my only hope right now.
It makes no difference. I make all my students forget everything they learned before they got here. But this is the first time I'll be teaching someone who's never shot a gun before.
What exactly does this guy teach?
Jump rope. Regardless of your experience or lack of, this is where everyone starts. Now jump like that child over there. Don't just stand there. Well, get started.
Yes, sir.
Surprisingly, I mean, I haven't done jump rope in a very, 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 very long time. But that shit can take a lot of energy.
Now, hurry it up. I said faster. Balance. It's all about balance.
I guess he trains, like, not just shooting a gun, but also, like,
I said faster.
I guess, like a soldier's training, I guess. Training the entire body, training how to shoot a gun, training overall. Speaking of training, I should work out again.
Well, obviously, I can't.
I haven't been
jump
working
rope
out for a
nearly as
couple
well
of
as you do.
couple of days.
Tell me something. Is this what you do? You know, always supervising student training like this? All right, I understand. You don't have to keep on staring at me like that.
The girl and the seasoned soldier.
I know what I have to do.
What's wrong? Are you too tired to eat?
Yes.
You can't train if you pass out.
True.
Yes, sir.
One of the most important things when working out heavily is eating. Surprise, surprise.
She your daughter? Or your granddaughter, maybe?
Neither. That little girl is the daughter of a woman I killed. Shot her down right before her very eyes. Back in Myanmar. On mission in the jungle, I ran into a hut for shelter. And there she was with her mother. Her mother was holding a gun. If I'd have been a fraction of a second slower, it would have been me that died that day. I brought the child back here with me. I couldn't just leave her. From that moment on, she hasn't smiled once. That's why she'll probably hate me for the rest of her life.
And such is the truth of killing people. You know, the cycle of hatred. Wouldn't be surprised if that girl grows up and wants revenge and hatred, and she goes and kills his family, and then the families of those families go and try to kill her, and then this guy will have her die, and then he wants revenge, and then goes and kills his family, and then blah blah blah, so on and so forth.
Sort of thing that happens when you have a gun. Now, if you can't handle that, then I'd suggest you don't carry one.
I mean, it would be great, yes, if he didn't have to, but he has a mission. What is this upbeat, happy music? Turn that happy music off! You know, I wonder what his thought process is. You know, like, what led him to coming here and, like, training. I understand learning how to shoot a gun. Doing, like, general training? What's the, like, the thought process of, like, his reasoning for doing it? Maybe, I guess, like, he knows that Johan has people working for him? So, being able to maybe beat a guy one-on-one, hand-to-hand combat, you know, having enough strength and stamina to deal with any situation. I mean, yeah, I guess it makes sense. If I was about to embark on a journey of a lot of difficulty, I would probably try to train myself as well. On the other hand, though, the longer he's here training for months, more time Johan has to kill more people. So, yeah. Not to mention, even after all this training, what is he gonna do then? What's the plan? I mean, if the police can barely keep up with these murders that Johan's doing, how is he going to, like, find him? God. The thing is, this is making me want to work out. God damn it. Maybe after this, I'll, well, actually, I can't work out too early, but maybe in a couple of hours, I'm gonna rewatch this episode, this montage, this training montage, to get pumped up.
What's that? What a pleasant scent that is. It smells just like Daphne blossoms. Thanks.
All right, that's enough of that. Time for some more running. Go.
Oh, yes, sir. Right away, then.
When you're done running, come to the bottom of the hill in the back.
What's down there?
The firing range. Remember, 2 shots. You have to make sure that whenever you fire your gun, you always pull the trigger twice. If you can do that instinctively, it betters your chances of taking out your objective. If you can't do that, then you're as good as dead. It's all over.
Have you guys shot a gun before? I have. Went to a shooting range to, you know, shoot some guns. Honestly, shooting guns is simpler than you think. Like, legitimately. If you haven't shot guns before, the idea you have is that the recoil is very heavy, but in reality, it's not. Like, at all. Like, you'd be surprised. For instance, guns that have quite a heavy kickback, like some more heavier caliber guns, they have some heavier kickback, but overall, I think I would say, like, shotguns are the most, like, hardest to control. But overall, like, I shot handguns, all kinds of handguns. I shot sniper rifle. It wasn't like a heavy caliber sniper rifle, but it was like a scout. Overall, from what guns I did shoot, I would say the shotgun had the heaviest, like, kickback. And in general, some guns honestly are kind of heavy. They're so heavy that you have to kind of, especially like longer guns that are heavy, whatever hand that isn't on the trigger has to hold up the gun, like almost the entire gun basically. And it's heavy. Having to, like, hold it up with one hand that's, like, heavy, as well as, like, aiming and trying to, like, aim while holding up this heavy thing with your left hand, it's like, it's rough. Though that was before I started working out and actually gaining some strength, so, you know, maybe that was the problem. One of the cool things about shotguns, actually, that I learned when I did go shooting at a gun range was that I didn't, honestly, right? Having grown up, you know, having played games, having watched movies where people shoot shotguns, right? You know when they do the right? They pump the shotgun, the shotgun pumping. You actually have to, when you cock it back, you actually have to cock it forward as well. It doesn't automatically, like, pull back. You have to cock it down and then you have to cock it back up. You know, it doesn't automatically actually cock back up. Like, I didn't know this. You learn, you grow up thinking it's but you don't realize that you actually have to cock it down and then up as well. It doesn't automatically do it. That was like a mind-blowing thing. But anyway, yeah, enough about guns. Let's keep watching this. So far, honestly, not much has happened. It's been just a big montage of training.
You're always preparing meals for me, so I thought I would cook for you today. It's a Japanese stew of meat and potatoes. It's called nikujaga. Go on, dig in. I think you'll both enjoy it. Those are chopsticks. They're carved out of wood. I made them. I thought it would make our dining experience more authentic.
Interesting. She knows how to use them.
You're really good at using chopsticks, aren't you?
Yep, that would actually be me.
Again, faster. Aim. Do it again. Aim.
That's cool. You know, I wonder how many killers this guy has trained. I wonder what's going through that trainer's mind when he's training these people. Because, like, the type of training that he puts his students through, it's like, who would, in the modern world, who would be using these techniques, I guess? Who would be, you know, why would anyone need this kind of training? You know, if you were going to do military stuff, why not just join the military and get training from there? He apparently has other students as well, or has had other students. So it's interesting how, like, what type of, I really wonder what type of people would try to get this type of training. and for what reason. I mean, I suppose there could be people who straight up just want to improve and get, like, I guess, get some Spartan training, have that experience and like that skill. There have been times where I've also done things to like prepare myself for a potential thing that might happen in the future, but like to go through months of training and like training with a gun and stuff like that, I don't think I would do it, because unless I had reason to believe that I was going to potentially be in a dangerous situation. Maybe I know that a zombie apocalypse is going to happen in 5 months, right? Then I would hire this guy to train me. But otherwise, I mean, who would ask to be trained like this, and for what reason? Because, I mean, why would you need almost like military training with a gun if you're not going to shoot anyone? You know?
What's wrong?
If you're not in the military, like, what's the point of learning how to shoot and stuff?
It's a baby brambling. I guess it fell out of its nest. Huh? No, wait! You have to put it back! That chick is going to die! It's very difficult to raise them like that. They rarely survive for that long outside of the nest. Let's put it back. Back with its mother, okay?
I mean, it could be that the bird was kicked out of the nest, because I'm pretty sure there are some totally fucked up bird species or something that do knock some of their young, like, out of the nest. I mean...
"3 seconds. That's all the time you've got. Find your target and pull the trigger, because one mistake or the slightest bit of hesitation and you're dead."
Tell me, how well did he perform over those 5 months he was there training with you?
Technically speaking, he was a perfect student. He built up the necessary stamina, and his concentration while firing was extraordinary.
However?
Being able to actually shoot a person is another story.
Really?
Whether or not he is successful on his first kill. That's what it all comes down to. Either he's got what it takes, or he doesn't.
Yes, I see. I wonder which road this man will choose. Well, it matters not. Tell me, do you have any idea where he might have gone? Because if you do know where, I would really like for you to tell me.
I wonder what Lunge is thinking. Or rather, I wonder what Lunge is thinking that Tenma knows. Because, like, I don't think Lunge thinks that Tenma's the killer. I do think that he thinks that Tenma knows something. But, I mean, I suppose if he was connected to the killings of Nina's parents, as well as the guy at the castle, then maybe he knows something. Yeah, I'm thinking that's Lunge's thought process. And that's basically their only lead, so I guess, them focusing on Tenma so much is,
Thanks for all you've done for me over the past 5 months. Here's the remaining tuition I owe. And please, help yourself to the Nikujaga. Again, thank you for everything.
Damn it. Damn it all.
and And there it is.
She's laughing.
There it is.
So how about it? You do know where this man was heading, don't you?
That I can't tell you.
That's fine. You can go now.
It goes by so quickly. But yes, in the cesspool of depression and sadness and Ava being a hoe, we have a little hope, some relief, compassion, some feels good, man. Honestly, surprisingly, I'm not one to enjoy sappy stuff, but just this, like, little girl. I would say the way they did this little girl, because she has not said anything. She didn't say a single word. Okay, in this whole episode. She didn't say a single word, but you can kind of just sense her personality. Right? Like, she didn't say a single word, but you can sense what she's thinking, how she's acting, what type of person she is. Just from her actions alone. Her face is pretty much neutral almost all the time, but you see the actions that she takes. Cleans up, looks over him, looks over Tenma as he trains, right? Always there for dinner. Doesn't skip on dinner. When he falls, she helps him up. Watches him train, and has some skill with chopsticks, I guess. Even though she doesn't say anything, she's like still interacting, compassionate, trying to help the little chick, right? And then at the end of the day, Tenma, having trained for like 5 months, changed the lives of these two for the better. And just this final scene here, with them holding hands, it's like surprisingly feels good, man. And yet somehow I feel like this is the calm before the storm. Somehow I feel like there's going to be a lot more depression in the world that is Monster. But yeah, other than that, nothing really happened. We saw him train and get to know the girl and the seasoned soldier, and that was pretty much it. The entire episode was him basically training, but it was a good episode. The thing is, even though I say that quote-unquote nothing happened, the thing is, even the episode where quote-unquote nothing happened, they still told a kind of a short story. They told a short story of this girl who doesn't say anything, who is living with the soldier that killed her mother, and him training there and interacting with them made their relationship better. And you can tell at the end here, where he's like, I can't tell you where he went. Probably because, to him, Tenma's a good guy, right? And whatever Tenma is up to, or whatever he needed the training for, there's trust. There's at least some sort of trust and respect. But yeah, surprisingly, this girl warming up to the soldier and Tenma, I guess, and smiling. They did it well. Yet again, they know what they're doing. I do wonder where Tenma is going now. He's again in the back of a truck and he's going somewhere. I really wonder what Tenma's plan is, because I mean, if the police can't find him, Johan, I mean, how does Tenma plan to? What's the plan? I wish I knew what the plan was, but I guess we'll see. In any case, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Yeah.